Ensenada México, listos para la Baja 500. A ver qué pasa, vámonos.
Tener mucho cuidado en las primeras 100 millas.
Tener cuidado de no ponchar, no quebrar algún fierro.
Un gran saludo para toda la raza de piloteando de parte del equipo del Zorro.
We're here at the Baja 500. This is the 45th running of the race. This race was a true 501-mile race. It featured a little bit of racing in the deserts around San Felipe and all the way down to Camalu and then on up through Santo Tomas and Ojos Negros. We even did a little bit of the summit and up through Mike's Sky Ranch. So the race course had a little bit of everything. Really difficult course, really rough in certain areas. Silt was incredibly deep. In some areas, we had to actually do some work last night and the day before in order to get the silt taken care of, because on the hills, a lot of the cars can't make it up. In fact, we had a lot of trophy truck prairie runners that were getting stuck, and I was one of them. So I found one of the spots that needed repair. You know, everybody loves the effort. You know, there's a little bit of extra effort going into everything as far as like making our own television shows, making our own website, internet television shows. We're doing parties before each race to get all the racers together and the fans and have a little camaraderie. We're doing qualifying, which has never happened before in 46 years down here in Baja. But the reason for it is for safety, and that's the biggest reason why it hasn't happened down here. But we held it on private property. The next time we do it, we do plan on opening it up and having some tickets available for people to come out. We'll have, you know, proper facilities, and we'll have designated areas which are going to be the best areas for viewing, the best jumps and the best action. And they'll actually be able to see a lot more incredible action than what you would normally be able to see. You know, in a 500-mile race course, you have to follow the race in a car, but when we have it set up for qualifying, you can see an awful lot of action from one spot. A lot of times when you're trying to create a bigger event, you have to spread it out over multiple days. So one of the things is on Thursdays we'll have qualifying, and on Fridays or the day before the actual car race we'll have motorcycle. The motorcycles will start. So we're going to have an attempt to get some sponsors and have a second day for just motorcycles, and they'll run before the cars. And hopefully with the separation of the two, we can grow the motorcycles to 500 or 1,000 competitors. Because if they're not having to worry about vehicle traffic, then the race will be a lot safer. pretty much anybody can do it. It won't be you against the cars. It'll be you against the desert, and that's something that anybody can do that knows how to ride a motorcycle. Oh yeah, they love it because they know that the growth of the sport, it's got to go in that direction. Every one of the racers needs promotion, and they can't do all the promotion on their own. It's got to come from the top down, and if it doesn't, then only as a team owner or as a driver, you can only do so much as a promoter. But as the sanctioning body, you have the possibilities of doing pretty much anything, and it's easier for us to do everybody than it is. It costs the same to do, let's say, a TV show for one car as it does to do a TV show for all the cars. So it's much more cost effective as the promoter to create the show. I'm Roger Norman, and you're watching Pilot Haciendo TV.